All right. Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome. I have today on my channel, I'm so excited because I have actually been following Amanda Panda as I've always known her. I honestly do not know what her last name is. She may tell us that in a moment. But I have been following her since I started teaching at VIP Kid, which was almost 3 years ago, because she had technology that I didn't know how to use. And I'm excited to have her today. My name is Paige Howell. This is Amanda Panda, and I am going to be very cognizant of everyone's time today, and we're going to dive in here. So, Amanda, as we get started, just tell us a little bit about yourself, actually outside. Who are you outside of this realm?
I'm a mom. I have two boys. They are small, ages 7 and 11, lucky numbers. I live in California, north of Los Angeles, so from the desert. Unfortunately, the desert areas this winter had very little rain. So usually I would be celebrating poppies. So I have to green screen
Oh,
in some blossoms because our desert is brown and dry with no beautiful orange California poppies, unfortunately.
oh.
I work as a technology teacher and coach. I'm a Google certified trainer. I've done that for 6 years. I was a brick and mortar teacher, a wife and mom, and love teaching technology. The last few years since we have known each other, I've been teaching for VIP Kid. I only teach for one ESL company. I'm busy doing lots of other things, so I'm not looking for other companies to join, but certainly love my regulars and my students that I teach in the mornings on Tuesdays and Fridays are my teaching days.
That is awesome. Well, Amanda, I'm a boy mom too. So I have two sons. Mine are much older than yours. I have a 20, almost 24-year-old son and a 19-year-old son. So love those other boy moms. It's
Awesome.
lots of fun.
Awesome. And I'll tell you my last name, why I'm Amanda
Oh
Panda.
yes,
My
yes.
last name is Steinacher. It is a very difficult name to say as well as spell. Whenever Kaiser Insurance calls me on the phone, they say, "Hello, Mrs. Steinicher." So it's just a mess. So rather than build my business with that name, it's Amanda Panda Teacher.
And that worked out really well for your ESL teacher, your ESL students over in China too, right? Yes, she is.
Absolutely.
And I absolutely, definitely love that. So you said you've been teaching online how long, Amanda?
3.5 years. So in November, this past November was my 3rd year anniversary.
Okay. And were you a teacher before that?
I was a brick and mortar teacher, so I taught 1st grade through 4th grade for 15 years. My
Okay.
last 2 years, I was a teacher that was on special assignment. So
Okay.
I worked rolling out technology tools to teachers. Specifically, when Chromebooks first came out, I
Oh,
handed them into the hands of children and teachers throughout our school districts. That was a great experience.
that's awesome. So is that where you kind of dove into all the technology?
I've actually been doing technology since I was beginning a brand new teacher. So
Mm-hmm.
anyone that had old computers in the district, send them to my classroom because I wanted computers in my room. So there used to be big boxes. I actually found a picture of myself in my old classroom, big box screens, the giant size ones that filled up
Yes.
the whole space. Even those old blue bubble Macs, the old Macs that were like little boxy
Oh
boxes
yeah.
that were huge.
Mm-hmm.
I had a bunch of those. And so I always use technology in my class. I didn't grow up with a lot of tech. I grew up kind of in the desert, like running free and playing, but I
Yes.
just fell in love with technology tools and resources. I think my brain works to take something difficult and make it easy for people to understand step by step. So that's why like being a technology coach and Google certified trainer works so well for me. I don't mind beginners who are new. I'm very patient and step by step methodical. So like I just think that all serves my past history well to what I'm doing right now. So
And that's awesome because people of like me, of the above 50 age, some of us are a little more afraid of technology. And Amanda is very patient, very kind. She does not get as frustrated as some people might, or does not get frustrated when you're trying to teach new technology. If I ask my kids to teach me something, oh, I get the eye rolling, I get everything going on. And I promise you, if you're going to work with Amanda, you're not going to get any of that. So
No,
tell
no,
me,
none of that.
no, tell me about being the Google tools kind of expert. How did you become? How did you get that?
So I told you about rolling out Chromebooks in a school
Yes.
district. So through that work, I started doing teacher trainings for teachers
Mhm.
in the district. Then I started doing trainings for national organizations and traveling to different school districts. I still do that today, but now I do that virtual because of the
Awesome.
pandemic. We're not traveling anywhere. So I give speaking and trainings at big conventions. I once taught in a big ballroom that had I don't know how many hundreds of people at the very first session of a big computer technology conference. Very intimidating. So, certainly,
Yes.
I've done it all and spoke different places and trained people. And I never really put all that together to my work as an ESL teacher. I was a stay at home mom with small kids. So, I hung home. I taught VIP Kid early in the morning. And the last couple of years, I've been really branching out and doing more technology trainings. And I'm a Google certified trainer. Hello. So, like, I really love teaching about Google tools. I'm teaching a Google Drive training on Monday. I've been working with teachers in Northern California during the pandemic, teaching them hybrid teaching skills. I do it all. So it's been, I really, what fires me up and lights me up is teaching technology to teachers. And I got away from that by doing ESL. It worked for the time, but really it's all about the tech for me. So I can't wait to just share with more people and let more folks come in to be, I say, pandified. Come and be pandified.
And they need to be pandified, especially now. I'm sure you have had people just knocking on your door as the pandemic hit and teachers were having to try and figure out, how do I do this online? How do I bring that to my students? And I know in watching you when I started with VIP Kid, you brought that technology right into your classroom with the Manicam, and I just thought that was the coolest thing ever. And so tell us a little bit about this transition that you're making. Give us a little bit more information about what you're doing now and how you can help other online teachers, whether they are in a bricks and mortar classroom, whether they're an online teacher like myself at Outschool, if they're an ESL teacher, how can we use what you have to help us be better teachers?
I teach a course on Manicam. So it is called Manicam in 6. It's coming up pretty soon in April. So through a 2-week intensive coaching and group training, I figured out kind of the path and steps, the 6 lessons that are easiest to get you into Manicam. So that's one element of what I'm working on and doing with teachers, as well as I teach mini workshops. So these are very low price, easy in, easy off, 5 video lessons. So I figured out how to take the tech, make it in under 5 minutes in 5 lessons so that you can just do 5, 10, 15, 20, 20, 25 minutes of video and really get to the gist of what you need to understand and learn the tool. So I do those throughout the month. They can come and attend a live workshop. So I have a boom card one, which boom cards are digital task cards. I have a class on ESOL by Teachers Pay Teachers. ESOL are basically PDFs made digital. Amazing.
Oh,
Brand
okay.
new. Not a lot of people know about it. So I have a little course on that. And then my third is Bitmojis, how to use your Bitmoji, not just for fun, foofy, pretty pictures, but actually for your teaching to make a virtual space on Google Slides and an introduction to Canva. So I'm working on more of those. And my goal would be throughout the month, teachers could choose a quickly easy on, easy off, pick a session when they want to come, get the little 5 videos in a course, come for a live workshop, and then if they want to and learn about digital tools and Manicam, join me in that too, in more of an intensive course. So we'll see. I'm building as we go. We're just working hard, trying to support teachers learning technology.
And you're doing a great job, Amanda. And what I love about hers is you're not overwhelmed. So you can go in and you can take, for instance, just learn Manicam. Once you get this Manicam and you just said, hey, I want to learn more about boom cards, then you can go on and you can process that as well. And guys, I've and I'll just kind of go back and tell you too a little bit, Amanda. So I used to own a Sylvan Learning Center. So I know about investing in yourself. I know about sometimes having to outlay money to get to that next step. And that's part of growing your business is learning these technology. And you want to invest in someone you know that's going to be there, going to hold your hand, going to help you through this. And I know Amanda is definitely great at that. I did have one question. I want to back up a little bit because some people don't know, Amanda, what is Manicam?
Oh yeah, yeah. Hey, I
Yes.
can share. So the easy, simple, catchy Manicam is webcam software.
Okay.
Manicam is basically the ability to control what your webcam, so my webcam's up there, I can
Mhm.
control what comes out of it and change what is seen. So for right now, you are seeing a green screen. This is a green fabric behind me, but
Mhm.
I control it and I tell it to make it the spring. So, and
Oh.
Manicam is basically anywhere you go online that you take and use a webcam, you can control what it does. You can brighten the picture, you can zoom in or out, you can add effects or things onto the screen. So, it's in essence webcam software. So, people ask all the time, can you use Manicam and Zoom? Do you use a webcam and Zoom? You can Manicam and Zoom.
Okay, good.
What about Google Meets? Do you use a webcam in Google Meets? Oh, yes, then you can Manicam in Google Meets. VIP Kid, Bling ABC, GoGo Kid, every single one of them, they all use a webcam. That's a place where you can use and control your webcam with Manicam.
That's great. So basically, you purchase things to put up there once you learn how to use Manicam, or does Manicam have different pictures you can use?
So this picture of the spring, I just
Mhm.
Googled spring zoom background and I wanted something with lots of pixels so it's a pretty looking picture.
Yes.
So I purchased my plan of Manicam. It is
Okay.
something I purchased discounted through VIP Kid. They have a 6 Apple program. In that program, there's the cheapest price for the studio version, which I have. So it's
Okay.
like a $26 VIP Kid teacher investment. If you're not, they're having a spring sale. It's like a $36 investment for studio. You can also try the free version. And then
Okay.
after that, you don't have to pay for anything else. Besides, you should get some coaching so you know how to use it.
Absolutely.
Because I actually had it on my computer for a whole year and I had no idea what to do with it. So there are a lot of tools in it. It is very intimidating at first. It can cause problems if you don't have the right coach to tell you what to do. Green screen is not easy. It's not easy to watch a YouTube video and figure out in your device what to click and what to do. So if you have a person in your ear who meets with you or tells you in coaching, group coaching, or individual, it really accelerates your learning so much faster. So the investment is purchase the plan, get a coach, and then you don't have to spend any more money.
And you know what? You're so right. How many of us have purchased products that just sit there because we didn't know how to use them? So basically, we wasted our money purchasing something. If you want to learn Manicam, get a coach. If you want to learn online technology, get a coach because that is going to force you to use it for what you wanted it for. You bought it to use it for something. So one of the viewers says that she wants to learn boom cards, and I wanted to talk about for me personally, one of the ways that I have branched out is with some of my fellow Outschool teacher admins. We are doing a course on how to reach your goals with Outschool. And Amanda has volunteered and is going to help our teachers with boom cards. So tell a little bit more about boom cards and how those are used in the classroom, Amanda.
Awesome. So I will be a guest teacher. I
Yes.
will provide a coaching session for the Outschool Summit. It's really exciting. I will provide a login to those 5 lessons I told you. So if you, whatever way you learn best, I think technology, you need both. You need a little video tutorial as well as a live person. So I will show up in a live workshop and teach the teachers in the summit. You can check out that information. It's wonderful. And so boom cards are digital task cards. For the Outschool teacher, these would be something that could be used in 2 ways. You could use them inside of class while the students are with you in the session,
Uh-huh.
and the students could go onto their device. They could use a little pin code. They could go onto mom or dad's phone and they could
Mhm.
play the little digital task cards. Boom cards are look like Google Slides, but they're self-grading task activity
Oh,
cards.
yes.
So I could, as a kid, hey, teacher, give me the pin, push the 5 digits in, A, B, L, Y, and then I could go bing, bing, and play the boom card. So it's basically like practicing and reinforcing the learning could be used inside of Outschool class. My personal suggestion is to do it the second way, which is to send it to the parents in email afterwards. How powerful is it to send homework to the kid after an Outschool class that shows that you're digital, you're a professional teacher? They will come back for more classes. And then if you send them a boom deck, they are easy and fun. My first grader cries for them. Mom, let's play some boom cards. Kids really like them and they're very easy on, easy off. And as a teacher, you can create them or you could buy them from other resources and share them throughout school. It's a great opportunity. So in the course, I'll show you how to use them, how to roster kids, how to do them, like manage them as the teacher side, and then how to create them. And that's what we spend
Awesome.
most of the time in the workshop. So the basics of how to quickly get fast in and create some. So
That is awesome because I am so excited about using boom cards. And again, it's one of those things that I need somebody to hold my hand and help me through it. But I know with our help that I'll actually be able to use those. So I want to bring them into some of my summer camps that I have this summer. And I agree wholeheartedly with what Amanda said. Even if you don't use them in your classroom, how awesome is it to give a little something extra to that family to share with them? Hey, go check this out after class. This will be something to go on, do afterwards and not just in your class. So that in itself can help set you apart from some of the other teachers on Outschool because you're providing an additional service that doesn't cost you anything extra to do. You just link it in there and then they hop on.
yes,
So I think
yes.
that is really terrific.
Even
Before,
cooler, I was going to add
uh,
one more thing.
uh,
Even cooler is you could use the Boom resources and you could actually take my other course, which is Bitmojis. In that course, we learned to make a digital Bitmoji like themed Google slide. On that Google slide, you could link the Boom cards, send one link to the parent for your flex class on mathematics, and then the parents could see a adorable Bitmoji classroom made by you, or thousands of teachers are making Bitmoji classrooms. You could just copy one of their slides and then share it on. And so again, that's a way to get them back into your courses. They could click on that one link, check out my virtual classroom, and there you are, Outschool teacher in your amazing Bitmoji with boom card practice that you've curated, other videos for them to watch on YouTube. Wow, wouldn't they come back to your class and take more from you again? So as we move back from hybrid learning, kids are going back to school, you're going to really want to keep the students that are coming to you for more classes and bring extra value to them. And that's a great way to do it.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, one of my things that I love is when I'm a teacher by trade as well, but I had to learn marketing when I owned the Sylvan Learning Center because if you know anything about owning your business, which Amanda does, we do it all. When you own your own business, you do most of the work all yourself. So, I had to quickly learn marketing. And what you just touched on is huge. Once you get a customer, you want them to keep coming back. You want to give them such a great service that you're the only person that they go to. And by adding these things on there, Amanda, I think that is a key way of standing out amongst a lot of different teachers. And especially, as you mentioned, as kids do get back into the classroom, in traditional classrooms, that we have another way to reach them and to keep them moving on. So I have a couple questions over here in the chat. So, and I'm probably going to mess up your name. I do not know how to say names really well, but it's Arlie. I'm going to say, I hope. I think that's a good one. Well, give me a thumbs up, Arlie, if I got it right. She wants to know, are Bitmojis still allowed for Outschool? Now, I don't know the answer to that question, but I don't know why they would not be. So I will have to find that out and get back with you. Do you know, Amanda? I'm not positive, but I really don't see why they would not be.
Maybe possibly in the the thumbnail that you make, how you can't have certain images that are copyrighted in the thumbnail.
Okay.
But what I'm speaking about using the Bitmoji for is actually follow up after class. This would be your Bitmoji in a virtual space on a Google slide. It would have a picture of yourself and it would have links and resources. So you wouldn't be branding the brand Bitmoji and putting that on your
Got it.
thumbnail. So I'm guessing maybe that's what the person in the comments is asking about. Bitmojis is a free app. You can use it as a teacher. You generally have very good copyright use for generally things that you find.
Mhm.
I would think Outschool would have a problem with the thumbnail. If you put the Bitmoji on the thumbnail and use that as an image, that's why. But the follow up email that goes after, that wouldn't be using it in an inappropriate copyright way. I made a Bitmoji virtual classroom. I'm sharing the link with you, a Google slide. Google slides are free. So I don't see that there would be an issue in the follow up.
No, and hopefully that was your question. Okay, yes, I think we got it. The other thing, and I think I said her name right, Arlie. I hope so. She said, ask that her physical props disappear when blurring my background or replacing it. So I think you do need Amanda's course so she can help you with that. I don't know if you have a quick tip for that, Amanda, or if it is something that you do have to really work through.
I do. Arlie, take a look. It's a beautiful flower, but it turns this funny color because it's green. And the way I work around that is I pretend in class like I have a sneeze or a cough, and I go like this, ah, choof, and then here's the flower. It's beautiful. My students think it's hilarious. And it's a way to get around that green screen problem or problem with props. So, yes, anything that's green that matches like my green when I use Manicam, there is no way around that. You can adjust some of the settings. So, like you can change and use different light settings when you set up the green screen. If you're using Replace RLE, that's actually not the best feature in using Manicam. Replace actually gives inconsistent like coloration of your hair. Your ears will half disappear. You've seen people on the news like this who use Replace. So true green screening is going to be the more static and set background if you choose that. So more professional for online teachers. Certainly for VIP Kid, I move all the time. So I could not do Replace if I use that as my green screen or my Replace background. So a lot of teachers say, hey, I can already do that in Zoom. I can do a green screen in Zoom. That's not a true green screen with chroma key like you can do through Manicam.
That was very helpful because if it has green on it, guess what? It's not going to show up. You just that makes a lot of sense now. I Is there anything else as we wrap up? This has been tremendous for me, Amanda. I am going to be linking all of her information in the YouTube video below. And I guess, do you have links to Amanda that I could share that are like, where do you get your green screen? Do you have a Manicam link? Do you have some of those that I can share below for easy to? I'm one of those. If you can point me in that direction and I can click and get it, that is so helpful for me. And especially
Awesome.
if they just deliver it the next day at my front door, that's even better. No, I'm just kidding. So if you've
Awesome.
got those links, I'd love to put those below as well as all of the other courses that you offer.
Awesome. I do have a quick link that's for setup. If you're
Okay.
interested in what my tech tools are, I have a link that's very fast to type. It's amandapandateacher.com/setup. So if you type that into your web address bar, you can check and see what green screen I have. What are my headphones? What are my mouse? What lights I use? All of those are all linked there. So it's really easy to find in really pretty images, shows what my green screen setup looks like, everything. So amandapandateacher.com/setup. And then Paige has a link right below in the description box for this video. This link is for a challenge. I'm actually
Yes.
teaching Manicam 5-day challenge. It starts April 7th next week. So, Arlie, if you're here still watching the video, join on that challenge with me. In the challenge, I will go over the basics of getting started, including plans and devices, which is very important. And then we'll go through engagement. I'll give examples of teaching how Outschool teachers, preschool teachers, how ESL teachers, how brick and mortar teachers could use Manicam. So it's really the whole gamut of all of the basics to get you started in a challenge. And it's free. I've got prizes and fun giveaways. So I'd love to have anyone who's interested join, and that link is just below.
And for that 5-day challenge, I love challenges, by the way. For the 5-day challenge, if you miss something, are you able to go back and watch your live? Okay, so you're able to go back. Okay, good,
It's
good.
really easy. So you can jump in anytime. You can grab that little link there, and it's all the 5 days. It's basically a single email that comes to you every day.
Okay,
If you don't miss out, I'm not going to take the video down and not be
okay.
available. So you have access to. So if you miss a day, it's not like that kind of challenge, but we will have prize drawings. So I'd love for
Yay.
you to comment and be in my Facebook group, Manicam Kindergarten. You could join that group for support if you're
Okay.
interested. And I do support for online teachers in general on a new Facebook group. It is Online Teaching Made Easy. So you could join those
Awesome.
resources too. So yeah,
That
I
sounds
got it
great. And I'm
all.
going to put all of those below. And Arlie did say that she bought a lifetime. I'm imagining she bought the lifetime Manicam. So if you got the lifetime Manicam, you need to learn everything that Amanda can teach you so you can get the most value out of that for you. All right, guys, if you have any questions, I did put the link to the setup there. But if you have any questions, all of Amanda's resources and everything are going to be below. Reach out to her. I can tell you, she's very quick in responding. She is on Pacific time, so just be cognizant of that sometimes as well. So thank you so much, Amanda. I am looking forward to not only being in the challenge, because I have signed up for that, and also seeing you end our course on learning how to grow your Outschool business. And she's going to teach us how to do that by adding some boom cards. So, and Judith says, thank you so much. Thank you. Happy Friday. Happy weekend. Happy spring, everybody. All right. Bye. Whoops. Oh, here we go.